The three big mistakes that I see coaches, course creators, consultants making when trying to use YouTube, and they fail because they're not getting leads, they're not getting clients. And there's actually, like I said, three mistakes, and I'm gonna break those down here with you. And I'm also gonna share with you the formula that is working right now. And it's working really well because we know this. We have a client of ours that actually implemented this after we fixed this. And well, he had a video that has gotten over 200,000 views, and he's gotten over 2,000 new subscribers. But more importantly, he got over 1,000 new leads for his business. And he's in a very, very saturated business. It's in the fitness business. Yeah, really, really saturated and very, very competitive. So let's get into it. What's the first mistake that I see a lot of coaches making? And that is their niche. No, I'm not saying fitness is a bad niche. What I'm saying is it's too broad. All right, so what we did with our client is we basically got them to be laser focused on who it is that they actually help and not try to help everyone. So he is helping now people that are over 40 and that want to get into shape, and more importantly, they want to build muscle. All right, so it's very, very specific. He went with the crowd that's over 40. So now we've segmented even further than just saying, hey, if you want to get in shape and you're 25, I can help you. Yes, he probably can help them, but he got very, very clear. And so what he did was he started creating his content that was very, very clear. And we'll talk about that down here because there's some points here I want to make and how we can dial in your content, because your content is probably the problem. Okay, but there's some other factors here on why you're not getting the leads. But the other thing I put in here is views. Okay, and here's the deal. We all want views. Like, he's gotten a video that got over 200,000 views. Okay, but he can also have a video that gets 500 views if it's the right audience, and he can get 25 leads, 50 leads. Now, the crazy thing is he shared with me that he was spending $35 per lead from Facebook ads. You can do the math on that. It's pretty crazy. And he's got a video now that got him over 1,000, yes, that's right, 1,000 leads that potentially could be his client. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. All right, let's move into the next piece, okay? That is show up. What do I mean by that? What I mean is you show up, you get excited, you don't see results, so you stop. We don't want to do that. What we want to do, and this is what I told him, I said, listen, I want you to commit to this for at least 90 days, but I would say 6 months. All right. And it's going to depend on how many videos you're creating, which we'll get into that down here. But you got to show up, and you got to be okay with not getting the views up front. If you're getting 50 views, that's okay. This channel you're watching this on, we started this channel about 12 months ago. Our first few videos would take, a week to get 50 views. All right, so you have to be patient, but you also have to be consistent. And that's what I mean by showing up. You got to commit to it, but then you have to show up. I know when you run Facebook ads or any type of ad, you're putting money in, and then you're seeing that you're getting impressions, you're getting traffic, you might be getting some clicks. And now you can say, okay, the traffic faucet has been turned on. The cool thing with this though is once we do this, we're getting consistent leads even 8 months later. And we actually had that happen the other day. We had a video that we posted 8 months ago. It might get, I don't know, now it might only get like 10 views a day, but we got like 5 leads from that video in one day. So it can still keep giving. And the more videos that you get out there, and I'm not saying go out there and just blast YouTube with a bunch of videos, because I think that can get, overwhelming and you can get burnt out. What I am saying is just commit to like 1 a week. All right. And when you do that, you're creating an asset, an evergreen asset that can continually compound over time. So you got to be willing to show up. I always tell people it's like you're a baseball player. You're getting back up to the bat. You might get up there. You might strike out. You might fly out. You might hit a single, but you haven't hit that home run yet. And that's okay. As long as we keep getting up there, we keep taking swings, we've got a chance. All right. And we've got so many stories of that. We had one of our other clients that was getting frustrated, wasn't getting results. She literally just posted in our group, I think like 2 days ago, she had a video pop, and she's gotten over, it's over 25,000 views, but she's gotten so much engagement from that video and potential clients. All right, number 3 is the wrong CTA, and it's also about timing the CTA. We'll talk about that. But the wrong CTA, meaning you're giving people, hopefully you're giving people a way to get something for free in exchange for their email address. We call this a lead magnet. You probably already know that. So my question is, are you offering something that can help them? And I'm going to demonstrate exactly what I'm talking about here in a minute on how I do it. All right. Yes, you want to let people know you have something that will help them in this process. So I'll demonstrate that here in a second, but having the wrong call to action, the wrong thing, I don't ask you to like the video. I don't ask you to subscribe, because you're going to do that. If you found it valuable, you're going to do it anyway if the content's good. So we don't need to do that. But we do need to have a place where we can offer something in exchange for an email, and another way for us to connect with that person and help that person. So let's get down into the formula now, all right? So here I have niche specific. So we talked about that up here. We got to get more specific, just like one of our clients did. Like I mentioned, he went from just fitness, and then he went to over 40 and building muscle, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is your title. Now, your title is probably one of the most important things after we've gotten specific with the problem that we solve for the specific niche, okay? So the title, super important. And with the title, I'm not talking about just coming up with a how-to title. I'm talking about a title that's going to get people to want to click, but also a title that's going to do well in the algorithm. We call these outlier titles. And I actually put together, because this is such a big problem, I put together a swipe file of 10 of our top titles that have performed very, very well across multiple niches. If you want that, just comment hooks down below, and I'll send you a copy of that. I've got multiple examples. You can plug it in. It's like you have templates that you can use for titles. I would definitely recommend getting that. All right, now, you see what I just did there? That's a call to action, and that's a lead magnet. And yes, it's going to deliver extreme value to you. We've had so many people download it that have gotten really, really good results, because it's going to help you get more views. And when you get more views, and if you do all this other stuff right, you're going to get more leads. And from those leads, you'll get more clients. All right, you see how that works? So that's what I just did there. But I did throw it in there because it's really, really valuable. But you got the title now, okay? And I just gave you help with that if you struggle with titles. Now we have here the CV. That's the content value. This is the value piece. I'm giving you these mistakes to not do or to look out for. Maybe give yourself a scorecard on that. And then I'm giving you the formula. All right, so that's the value piece. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're always delivering that value. And you've probably heard that 1,000 times, but it's true, because that's what's going to get you to subscribe. That's what's going to get you to want to watch another video. All right, now that's that content value. Now the last thing is the CTA. Now that CTA, we want to put that in the video a little bit before the end of the video. Sometimes it's 3 minutes in, sometimes it's 5 minutes in, but I would say we want that call to action. So that's the first call to action. The second call to action, I'm going to give you that here in a second. I'm going to demonstrate this, but the CTA, okay, is going to be something that we mention in the video and at the end of the video. But before I get to that, here's what I wanted to share. This 1 times 52 Evergreen, this is 1 video per week, and then you can have 52 pieces of content in a year. If you only did 1 video, and I think you can commit to 1 video. If you did 1 video a week that followed this formula and didn't do this, right? You follow this formula, you're gonna now have 52 pieces of evergreen content that is going to drive more leads, which is gonna lead to more clients. So this is the formula. There it is. And you're more than welcome to use it, and I hope that you do. But the first thing that you need to do is make sure that you're targeting the right niche. And then once you do, we got to start creating those titles. And I know that is where most people get stuck. And that is why I shot a video right here that breaks down those 10 titles. And I actually show you multiple examples in multiple niches. So that way there you can use them. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there. And that, my friends, is how you do the end of your video. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there.